Hello everyone, my name is Pujita. In this video, I'm going to explain you how to write a program for prime number. So, what is the logic? A number, for example, a number, it should be divisible by 1 and itself. So, this is called a prime number. So now let's write a program for this in Python using for else and if else. So first of all, n is equal to 7. I'm taking here number as 7. If you want a number from the user, you can give as integer type of input, enter a number. Okay, now I'm here initializing a variable, the variable holding the value that is 7. So coming to the next line, if n is greater than 1, so we know that prime number starts with 2, right? Less than 1, equal to 1, the sorry, yeah, less than 1 and equal to 1, that is not considered as a prime number. So always a prime number should be greater than 1, so n should be greater than 1. If here 7 is greater than 1, right, then we have to go to the next step, that is for I in range of 2 comma n. Here next, if n is divisible by I, that is equal to 0. Here we are taking the for loop. For loop, what it will do means, we are taking the number as 7, right? It goes to the next step. So for I in range of 2 comma n, the for loop will run, means it will start from 2 and end with the n minus 1. N means it doesn't take n, but it will take n minus 1 value, means 7 minus 6. Okay, now we now n means 7. 7 is divisible by, for loop starts with 2, right? So first it will take 2. So 7 is divisible by 2. Then what we will get? We get the remainder as 1. So it is not satisfying. Next, 7 is divisible by 3. What we will get? Remainder as 2. Sorry, we'll get remainder as 1. Now 7 is divided by 4, that is equal to 3. Remainder 7 is divided by 5, that is equal to remainder 2. Next, 7 is divided by 6, remainder is 1. So it will come up to 6. It will not include n, means it will not include 7. So we need to write print it is not a prime, and we need to write the break. So after that we need to write the else, print it is a prime. You need to write it is a prime, and we need to write else under if else, print it is not a prime number. I'll show you how this gonna work. So we took a number as 7, right? N is equal to 7. It will compare 7 is greater than 1. Yes, 7 is greater than 1, then it will go to the next step. So for I in range of 2 comma n, and if n is divisible by 1, then we need to get the remainder as 0. Then here we have seen that if 7 is divisible by 2, so we'll get remainder as 1. 7 is divisible by 3, we get remainder as 1. 7 is divisible by 4, we get remainder as 3. If 7 is divisible by 5, we'll get remainder as 2. If 7 is divisible by 6, we get remainder as 1. What happening here means, we have taken a number and the number is divisible by these numbers, okay, the range the by these, and then this condition is not at all satisfying. We are getting the output other than 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So this condition will not be executed, so it goes to the for loop and it comes to the else part. Then it will print it is a prime number. Okay, so for example, if we take a number as 2, okay, n is sorry, not 2, we take a number as 4, okay, 4 is greater than 1, okay. Now it will check 4 is greater than 1, yeah, this condition is satisfying, so it goes to the next line. So for I in range of 2 comma n means n is equal to 4. So here n means 4, right? 4 is divisible by 2, then we get the remainder as 0, and we get a remainder as 0. You know, this condition is satisfying. We got the remainder as 0. Then it will print. It goes to the next line and it will print. It is not a prime number. That's true, right? 4 is not a prime number. So it goes to the next line. It will break means the execution will stop means it will not check all these lines means it will not check all these lines. Here the it will end, okay. If the user, if here we give a, like, if for example if we give here n is equal to integer type of input, enter a number, so the user will enter a number. If the user will enter like -1 or any negative sorry, -1 or 1, so -1, so if it will check 1 -1 is greater than 1, it's false, right? Then it will comes here else part, okay. Here it will come and then it will print it is not a prime number. So prime number starts with 2 and it will go so on, but negative numbers and 1 is not a prime number. Now let's execute the program in online compiler. Now we need to execute the program. N is equal to 7 if n is greater than 1, for I in range of 2 comma n, if n is divisible by I equal to 0, print it is not a prime number. And then break keyword. After that we need to write else, print it is a prime number. Coming to the next line, else print it is not a prime number. Now let's run the program. Clicking on the run button, it is showing that it is a prime number. And next I'll give int of input, enter a number. Now let's run this. I'll give number here as 2, then it is showing like it is a prime number. Now let's again run this program and I'll give -1. Enter, it is not a prime number. Now let's try another number. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys learned something new today. Thank you.